Enjoy the Dodgers and Mets here on MLB Network.
And this one is gone.
Boy, this guy is some talent.
Boy, he's putting on a clinic. Early Saturday evening in New York, temperatures in the mid-80s, pleasant enough to pedal across the Brooklyn Bridge as we say hello from a different borough here in Queens at Citi Field with the Mets and Dodgers preparing for Game 2 of their 3-game weekend series. Last night in a wild and quirky game, the Dodgers prevailed 6-5 in 10 innings as we welcome you to the MLB Network Showcase presented by Chevrolet. And we also welcome Chris Young to the broadcast booth for his maiden voyage in this role. Let me take you back. Do you remember your first game in the big leagues?
I remember my first game, 2006 San Diego Padres, Woody Williams, 1 for 3 with just a little line drive up the middle.
There you go. And the next year for the Diamondbacks, 32 home runs. More about that as the game progresses. Let's take a look at tonight's pitching pairing. A pair of Walkers. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers, one of the game's best. Taijuan Walker for the Mets, an all-star at midseason, but since then, he has struggled.
Well, we got Walker Buehler, probably my favorite pitcher in the game. He's the best pitcher in the NL this year. Last 4 years, arguably. Power guy, 5-pitch mix. Can challenge guys all day long. Taijuan Walker looking to get back on the bump. Nice to be home. Leaving a few too many pitches over the middle, but hopefully he can dial it up today.
Lots of stars on the Dodger roster, past MVPs and whatnot, but their hero very often this year has been Will Smith. No fewer than 5 times he's delivered a go-ahead hit in the Dodgers' final at-bat of the game.
Every year, it seems like you have a guy that continues to come up in those big situations and finds a way to get it done. Will Smith is not the guy that you normally think of when you think all the superstars on the team, but he is just as valuable as Mookie Betts or Seager or anybody else in there.
Let's shift our focus now to the Mets and a different Smith, Dominic Smith, along with Michael Conforto. And for that, we go down to the field and J.P. Morosi.
Thanks, Bob. Last night's crowd was the largest of the season here at Citi Field, and the fans here witnessed what could be a resurgence for 2 of the Mets' most important players, Michael Conforto and Dominic Smith. Let's go back to the 7th inning last night. It was Conforto with 2 outs who got the rally going with a double down the right field line. Dominic Smith came in and drove him home with the clutch 2-out single. The Mets hope that those 2 at-bats are signs of things to come for 2 players who were so good at barreling up the baseball in 2020. As we look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, you see how great both Smith and Conforto were last season. It has not been the same story for them so far this year, but perhaps again last night a sign of things to come. Luis Rojas, the Mets manager, talked about how he really liked Conforto's mechanics in that game last night and even for several games before that. He likes the hand position Conforto has now to attack the baseball, and he is very much fastball focused. Mets catcher James McCann has talked a lot about that in recent days as well, the importance of being ready for the fastball. And Bob, that's going to be very, very important tonight as they face Dodgers ace Walker Buehler. His 95-mile-an-hour sinker is one of the fastest in all of Major League Baseball. Back to you.
All right, JP, thanks. We'll come back to Citi Field. Starting lineups, first pitch right after this on the MLB Network Showcase.